stops us in our tracks. Bravely we prove in our striving, trudging together each day. Where there's a will, there's a way.
Because I'm muted. Said a bunch of things here, so I gotta check everything. Okay. That's good. That's good. That's good. I haven't had a chance to share my stuff yet. Uh-oh. We have a Miller moth in here and a cat. This room is about to be destroyed. Let me share this anywhere else. Nah. Please don't destroy my room, Kitty. You already screwed it up enough. You meow. You meow. You know, there's a lot of things on my mind. We're not going to do this. Sorry, but you're out of here for now. You're out of here for now. All right. Oh, man, I feel like I do a lot of things. That's all right. I'll be right back. All right. I can't do this without my wedding ring. So, and I went to change shirts. That was yesterday's shirt. I don't know, man. If I blank out again today, I may. We're at 3-minute mark. Nobody's here, so welcome to Daily Trudge. My name is Dion. I'll be your host. If you're here, please say hello, whether you're watching live or a rewatch. So they're trying to get word out. I don't know. Trying to get word out about the club and stuff, and people are just, I don't know. They don't seem to want much to do with it as far as the sober livings go. I don't know. It all works weird now, and sometimes I don't understand it. But maybe that's just God saying, hey Dion. Maybe that's God saying, hey Dion, that's not the direction we're going. So one thing I want to talk about before I really get going is, there are people out there, and what they'll do is they'll just, I'm gonna use an example. There's a WhatsApp group for my 3 p.m. and I know that there's people in there that left the group that are mad, that didn't really say anything to anybody, but they're sitting there in the group so that they can watch the drama and get some kind of joy out of it. people that do nothing but look for the bad in other people so that they can continue to hate things or continue to be mad. I really don't need that in my life. And you don't either. We deserve more than that. I've already had a life of people poking the bear, and it's just not smart to poke the bear. It's not smart to poke the bear. Right? It's like waking up Gen X. That was silly. People say, "Why is Gen X off the hook?" You didn't go through what we went through. I didn't go through what you went through. You know, stop dividing. Stop the division. Stop making yourself terminally unique. We're all children of God. We all have needs. We all want to be heard. It is not a generational thing. It's a human thing. We're going to be in how it works. It's actually the steps. And, but I'm going to be reading how it works. So, it was kind of neat. I went to go put up some flyers yesterday. And I'm going to tell you, I was 100% sure that somebody was going to take down my flyers, but they did not. So, see how sometimes we can be wrong. So, but instead of having two flyers up, I now have one. I kind of combined it so that it wasn't taking up as much room. So, oh, that was a good stretch. Sorry. Oh, man. I don't want to do this if nobody's going to get anything out of this. I have other things I can do. I don't know about better. I do have other things that I can do. Rarely have we seen a person fail who has thoroughly followed our path. Those who do not recover, people who cannot or will not completely give themselves to this simple program. Usually men and women who are constitutionally incapable of being honest with themselves. They are not fault. They seem to have been born that way. They are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. There are those too who suffer from grave emotional and mental disorders, but many of them do recover if they have the capacity to be honest. Yeah, pretty much. Our stories disclose in a general way what we used to be like, what happened, and what we're like now. If you want what we have and you're willing to go to any length to get it, then you are ready to take certain steps. I've never tried to do this without the book, but it seems I do know it. Talk about big book thumping. So let's go back through that because we're talking about honesty. Okay. So, number one, we are not at fault. We seem to have been born that way. You were born this way. We proved it. We proved it. Use it. Use it. It's not my fault. Well, kind of. No, it's not my fault, but I'm going to be taking responsibility. It comes with the territory. If I don't take responsibility for my actions, it's going to come out a different way. It will. It always happens. I watch this happen quite often. Right? So we are naturally incapable of grasping and developing a manner of living which demands rigorous honesty. Okay? Rigorous honesty, not brutal honesty. Brutal honesty is something entirely different. Is something not entirely different. Um, but no, brutal honesty is not the way to go. Brutal honesty is passive aggressive. Brutal honesty is taking other people's inventories. Okay? Brutal honesty is playing God. Some of these we balked. We thought we could find an easier, softer way. No, there isn't one. And you're either going to believe us in this or not. I'm going to tell you, there is no rock bottom. It doesn't exist. It's just one trap door after another. That's all it is. Never found it. Okay? Your bottom is your bottom. Okay? And now here's the thing. Your brain wants the easier, softer way. It wants it. I get it. Work smarter, not harder, right? Yeah. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. Sometimes working harder is the smarter, right? Do a little bit tougher, right? See, I'm a little bit stronger than my brothers because I was in trouble a lot and I had to do a lot of weed pulling. I got most of the chores. I grew up with a push mower. I had to learn how to get tough. I can screw a screw with my fingers. And we balk at these because we think we know better. Okay. And we all go through this. And what do we call it? We call it denial. We call it denial. We thought we could find an easier, softer way, but we could not. With all the earnestness at our command, that means we're begging you. We beg of you to be fearless and honest from the very start. We beg of you to be fearless and thorough from the very start. It doesn't say honest. Sorry about that. It's not fearless and honest. Why? Why is it fearless and thorough from the very start? Because we don't know how to be honest yet. So we're going to let these people be as honest as they can. Some of us have tried to hold on to our old ideas and the result was nil until we let go absolutely. Okay, now you're gonna sooner or later you're gonna have to find the beauty in the gray. Okay, but this is a black or white situation. You're either gonna give everything over or you're not. There is no in between. Okay, I call this a pregnant situation. You're either pregnant or you're not. It's black or white. When I got here, I gave God everything. Because there wasn't anything, I couldn't find anything good in me. I couldn't find anything good in me, so I figured, well, then God can have it all. I'm sure there is some good in me, but if I can't see it, then I'm going to give it to him so he can see it and give it back to me. And that's what happened. It was an exchange. It was an exchange. God, I need help. Okay, well, my child, give me everything that you have, and I will perform my miracles. And that's what he did. That's what they did. I don't know if they're a he. I don't know if they're a he. Remember that we deal with alcohol, cunning, baffling, and powerful. Without help, it is too much for us, but there is one who has all power. That one is gone. May you find him now. Half measures availed us nothing. We stood at the turning point. We asked his protection and care with complete abandon. With complete abandon. All of it. All of it. Here are the steps we took. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 59. These are the words that lead into the 12 steps. Actually, in their direct simplicity, they sweep aside all psychological and philosophical considerations about the rightness of the steps. They describe what I did. I took the steps, and sobriety was the result. Those words do not imply that I should walk the well-trodden path of those who went before, but rather that there is a way for me to become sober, and that it is a way that I shall have to find. It is a new path, one that leads to infinite light at the top of the mountain. The steps advise me about the footholds that are safe and about the chasms to avoid. They provide me with the tools I need during the many parts of the solitary journey of my soul. When I speak of this journey, I share my experience, strength, and my hope with others. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I hope you have a great Sunday. I love you. Peace out. And